Okay, so I'm back. I just did a little bit of grinding. Nothing too much. Just like 1 or 2 levels on each one. Nothing at all. So what you want to do now is actually not head out to Mirage Lake or go looking for what you want to do here is talk to these guys here. And you'll find out that your rest of your coworkers have been imprisoned. So you hand over one of your beef jerkies over to this guy, and he's going to give you the key item, which is Water Call, which is why it's important to buy so many beef jerkies right now. Game. You want to save at least one just so you talk to this guy and you can get the Water Call. Otherwise, you're kind of stuck in a position where you have to go around collecting herbs and then selling them just to buy a beef jerky just to give to the guy. This is a new enemy here. This is a tail eater. He's also an insect type monster. He kind of looks like a centipede technically. He's gonna join our party really quick. And no, I'm not gonna take him with us because we've obviously grown. We're a little bit strong enough. So basically, what we want to do here is we want to head on over to Oasis Lake, shall we say, Mirage Lake. Just collect a herb on the probably it. And we're gonna fight for the first time a dragon, and that's the Crespin over on the right. Now to note, the Crespin isn't actually a dragon. It's mostly, it's pretty much a snake. But the snakes and dragons in this game are relatively under the same thing. And wow, that's actually first try, which is really nice. I'm not gonna name him. If you just press end on the name, it just names them whatever. It's not really too important to me because they kind of tend to change anyways. So we're gonna come up here to Mirage Lake, and basically what we're going to do is we're going to go and do stuff. Now we'll do stuff, but we're gonna see a cutscene really quickly. And you're gonna see the water actually run away from these guys here. And they don't know what to do. They're really dumbfounded. And so remember, the thieves' hideout is actually based on, where the water being there. So when you go into your items inventory next to this body of water and face it, press A on the items and use the water call, you're actually able to call back the water and reveal the oasis again. Now if you talk to this guy here, thieves drove us from our homes. Talk to this guy here, the leader of the thieves made a terrible man. He uses monsters. So you come over here, you have monsters in tow, you're not from this world, they come from the same world as you, have been wandering through other worlds seeking the monster. I was promised a strong monster by the demon lord of Limbo in exchange for this world's treasures. Come forth, my pretty, show them their place. So this is the boss of this first level, and it's just a cursed lamp. Now, obviously the cursed lamp isn't the guy, he's just a monster that serves this other monster maester who serves this demon lord. So really want to just pretty much come through and you want to kill, you pretty much just want to you just want to spam fight. Unless one of your monsters is going to die. Jekyll's going to die relatively quickly, so I'm actually going to herb up on him. Just so he doesn't die on me. It's pretty simple, really easy to go through this game. The first level here, it's really easy. Like I said, I probably could have included this in the first level, but unfortunately I wasn't really paying attention. I just let Flora die. So this is going to take a little bit longer. This is why I really do recommend putting this on emulator, because it takes a while. You know what I mean? Now the first thing that you probably saw him do was Upper. Upper is a stat changing move. Stat changing move allows him to increase his defense, attack, intelligence, or agility. It's one of those main stats. There's nothing really else. Accuracy isn't really a stat in this game. It just kind of changes your chances for completely. Now this curse lamp will always join you, so never give it any meat. And we're gonna send Flora home because she's dead. We're gonna take the curse lamp. And curse lamp's a really good monster. You're pretty much gonna use it all the way through the second level. No, you're gonna pretty much use it through halfway of the second level. It's a really good monster. You're always gonna take it. So the king comes in and he pretty much takes everything and he captures the thieves, but the other monster maester disappeared. So we know it's not the end of him. And he gives us the title bell. It's really, really good. And you will be immediately ported back to Great Log with Warabu. And so this is what happens, yes. You throw it in. And all of a sudden here, basically, he's like, it's not going to work. The tree's lost more life now, though, in exchange, because it didn't work, but you get the ability now to cross the sea. That's the power that it gave you. So it's the sea calling. Oh, now we gotta find the key in Great Log here, and Warabu tells you need to find the pirate key, but we don't want to do that yet. This game is all about not doing things when you're supposed to. So you actually want to do is go back into Oasis, and the reason why is you're gonna get the most powerful partner you can technically get right now. You're gonna go back there and pretty much go grab him really quickly. Now the fastest way to do this is to just go into Calca and then take the tunnel back, because there are some things we need to do in the tunnel that we couldn't do before, but we now can. So we're just gonna kill off this spot slime really, so we can kind of get there really, really quickly. Another reason why just to play it on emulator. There's backtracking. It's an RPG. It's gonna happen if you do everything. So now if you walk up to the water and press A, we can now surf on the water. Hey, that's really neat. And you just check the vase real quick by pressing A. We're gonna grab a tiny metal. The tiny metals are very, very important. Never, ever, ever, ever toss away a tiny metal. And just like in Pokemon, if you surf on the water, you can fight monsters. But in exchange, there's also the fact that when you use surf on the water, just like in Pokemon, you can find new, different monsters here. So essentially, we want to just surf on the water here really quickly. Here. Just gonna come over here and just grab this vase. We're just gonna grab the bookmark. That's a great item. Bookmark pretty much allows you to save outside in the field just once. So it's a weird idea, I know, kind of weird system of how they did it, but they still did it nonetheless. We're gonna surf on over to here, grab this chest, and you're gonna grab a wind staff. Now the wind staff is just pretty much an attack that you can get later on for your monsters, but you don't have to worry about that now. Let's see here. If I remember correctly, the little room we couldn't enter before because we didn't have the surf. We didn't. Never mind. So essentially, we have this here. We're just gonna fight through these guys really quick. So, hold on just a sec. Just gotta reset my mic. Just dropped it. Okay, and I'm back just really quickly. So, essentially, the next thing that we need to do is, here it is, here's the secret room. So, you just come down here really quickly, swim on over here, you're gonna find two treasure chests. One's an agility ring, and the other one here is a warp wing. Now, the rings raises agility by 10, you use it, and and your monsters will equip it. Your monsters can equip certain items, not all of them. They're just mostly rings and capes that you can equip monsters with. So, so those are the things that are really, really worth noting. And basically what we're going to do real quick is just run back to Mirage Lake and just go grab one of the really, really good party members. Because Cacti Ball is going to be very, very useless, and we kind of need a really strong-bodied member besides the Curse Lamp and the Slime. Now, because of our low levels, it's actually technically faster to kill these guys rather than take a chance and miss a turn trying to flee. If you miss a turn trying to flee, you actually lose time because you have to and you have to smash through all those text boxes and everything. So basically all we want to do, again, quickly. Run over to Mirage Lake, and we're gonna go pick up the beaver that we had beaten as a mini boss in the last level. Now, you don't have to do that for every single level. This is just since this is the first 2 levels, it actually makes things really, really quickly later on. And it is definitely well worth your time. He takes you all the way to the next mini boss that you actually get to pick up in your party. Which one is it here? Happen with their boss. See how you. Now, let me join your party. So, unlike Pokemon, you can just simply send one back to your PC right away. Unlike the old Pokemon games, pretty much it. So now you have a beaver joining your party, and you get Bino. Bino has the move Charge Up, and Charge Up was what he was doing, where he would wind up and then attack again the next turn. It would do like double damage. It was really interesting because if you get a critical hit on the Charge Up, it does a lot more damage. But if you don't do a critical hit, you just missed a turn. So, I don't know, it's not really worth it. And the Warp Wing we picked up here is really useful because we get to warp instantly back to Great Log. We don't have to worry about all that other jazz. So this is just the second part here. These are really the extras. These are what you have to do. And this is where, if you notice here, the next cutscene is going to start. On their Majesty's View, there will be a tournament for child macers. He wishes for you to take part. Needless to say, the prize awaits the champion, the Pirate Key. And you don't know Starry Shine or Egg Evaluator, and he tells you to go to the library and check it out. Obviously, we can't do that, because we're going to come up here really quickly, and basically what happens is, I'm not going to really do too much, not going to tell you anything. I don't talk to this kid, and he'll open up a shortcut here for pretty much the rest of the game to go down that ladder so you don't have to do it. Now, this is the reason why you want to do this. Bino has 0 wild. Having 0 wild is very, very important for the next part because it takes the RNG out of the game really, really quickly right in the beginning. And now that you have access to the arena, come in here and grab as many tiny medals as you can. There are a few scattered around, but it's really important to pick them up. And in there's a log twig, and that moves the shrine in the hub worlds of the other levels. So any tile you can pretty much put it on. And there are some real tactical uses for using the log twig. And it's really, really helpful to know what does what. So real quick, we're just gonna run upstairs real quick. Which one? Let's have the tiny medal, but one. Now this couple here, she tells you that there's a place for changing monsters' names. Highly organized. And and in her diary, she calls the guy rude and arrogant. The guy lives next door to her. I'm gonna go visit that guy. Why can she yap so much? Okay, well, it has to be when they move. Sorry about that. I just thought I had something. Basically, you want to take your tiny medals right now. Now that we have 2 of them, you actually don't want to keep them in your inventory, obviously, because right now they're just taking up space. But they're very, very important for near the end of the game. So we're gonna deposit. Just gonna deposit the tiny medals here. We're gonna store 2 of them. Since you can only carry 24 items, item management is actually really important because you want to have a lot of meat to tame monsters and to get them to join you, but you also need to have room to pick up items and maybe sell them and do other things. So item management is kind of really nice in this game in that regard. It's kind of important. So basically you come around here, and you can actually come in here and I think talk to your mom. Yep. Going out a lot late, you're going to go try and save later. How about an errand? Can you go buy love water? So she'll give you 200 G to go buy love water for this Drake slime. Now 100%, first thing you want to do is actually not spend the 200 G on anything else besides the love water. At least pick up the love water right away. Do not do this. Because now this opens up the shop to you. And you want to buy a love water here, and that leaves you with 150 G and change. I have no really reason to buy anything from a shop right now, so I'm not going to do it. But you want to do this side quest right away because it gives you the option of buying things in Great Log, which is really, really useful and pretty much a necessity. Come in here, tell your mother, and it'll heal Drake Slime. She walks over, she heals Drake Slime, and that's that. So, pretty much that's it right there. And there's not really too much to do right now in between levels. I'll be going over the next level next time. Until then, see ya.